on here. We are here for the fourth recruitment race of the third-party gaming hustlers division. We're racing UMP mods at Cedar Lake for a 30-lap showdown. We got about probably 19 to 20 cars here tonight. Most of the cars here have been invited to our league already, but there are a few drivers still racing to try to get into a spot. We should be having about 3 heats tonight, and after that we will be going into our feature. I believe everybody will be making the feature tonight, so we're not going to have anything to worry about there. While we're waiting for everything to get settled and get ready to go, let's go ahead and take a closer look at our first heat race. Not really sure who's going to be sitting in that second spot, but it looks like sitting in the inside pole is going to be the number 07 car of Stephen Gaines. I don't think I remember seeing Gaines here yet. This is going to be his first race here at 3PG. Looks like sitting in second place is going to be the number 43 car, last week's winner, Grady Earnman. Sitting in third place, I believe. I cannot see because my standings bar is too big. We'll go ahead and wait for the cars to get pulled around and my overlay to kick in, and we'll get the first heat race lined up for us. Actually, I'm just going to cheat and do it the easy way. Then in first place, we're going to have the number 07 car of Stephen Gaines. 43 car of Grady Earnman is going to be outside pole. Sitting in third place is going to be the number 13 car of Michael Clark. Sitting in fourth will be the number 99 car of Tristan Sykes. Third row inside is going to be the number 18 car of Dylan Patterson. Sitting in third row outside will be the number 6 car. Sitting in sixth, Charles New the third. And sitting in seventh will be the, well, Logan Rourke. That was somebody who had not registered and ended up getting booted from the session. So we're only going to have 6 for tonight's first heat. We'll go ahead. Pace truck is off as we get ready to get going to green flag. Truck is bringing them around right now as we get ready to go one to green. Stephen Gaines in that 07 car is going to get ready and bring them around. As you can see, the NLRA logo looks like it's on those top 4, so I don't know who you guys are running for, but NLRA seems to have some fast modifieds out here tonight. Another week down, another week of recruitment races, and Stephen Gaines is going to bring him around, and here we go, green flag racing. Stephen Gaines is going to lead him around the inside, and the number 43 car of Grady Earnman, last week's winner, going to see what he can do to make it around that outside line. Stephen Gaines does look like he's got a pretty fast car. He's able to clear outside turn 4 pretty easily, and he's going to be your leader for lap number 1. Sitting in second place, though, is still going to be the number 43 car of Grady Earnham. But don't look now, who is that on the inside line? Michael Clark trying to see what he can do. Three laps of 10 completed at this point. Stephen Gaines sitting with a nice 3/10 of a second, about a half-second lead over Grady Earnman right now. Grady Earnman and Michael Clark are still going to be holding second and third pretty comfortably as we get the single file racing from this point forward. Tristan Sykes is going to be sitting in that 4th place position with Dylan Patterson rounding out your top 5, and Charles New III will be rounding out your 6th position. Ooh, we got Grady Earnman getting a little bit loose. Michael Clark's going to slip around on the inside, and not just him. Tristan Sykes is going to get around him on the inside as well. Is Dylan Patterson going to be able to make a run? Tristan Sykes gets into Grady Earnman. Contact out of turn 4, and Dylan took advantage. Grady Earnman moves back to 5th out of that situation. Unfortunately, it looked like him and Tristan Sykes got into each other. Dylan Patterson almost got into the back of Tristan Sykes right there as we are at 3 to go. Dylan Patterson into the wall, coming out of turn 4. He's still able to keep it going. Grady Ehrman trying to see what he can do to make the inside line work, and Tristan Sykes is just trying to get out of the way, holding a third place position right now. Two laps to go this time by. It looks like everybody's starting to settle back out. We're going back to single file, jumping back to our leader right here, Stephen Gaines. White flag this time. Doesn't look like anything's going to be able to hurt Stephen. I think he's going to be able to take this Heat 1 win right here. Second place is going to go to Michael Clark. And it looks like our podium is going to round out with Tristan Sykes in third, Grady Ehrman in fourth, and Dylan Patterson rounding out your top 5. Charles Newton third will be finishing 6th in that heat race as well. And that is going to be the end of Heat 1, everybody. Alrighty, as we get ready for heat race number 2, let's go ahead and take a look at where everybody's starting. Starting in our pole position for the second heat is going to be the number 518 car of Joseph Grandy. Looking like outside pole is going to be the number 51 car of Jacob Lassiter, a 3PG veteran. Sitting in third place is going to be the number 26 car that I do not see on here because he hasn't properly changed everything. Who is that going to be? Good question. Good question. I have no idea who that car is. Oh, there he is. The number 26 car of... Alright, we're doing this the easy way, folks. The number 26 car of Matt Fletchell. Sitting in fourth place and second row outside is going to be the number 19 car of Dalton Bragg. Sitting in the third row inside is going to be the number 15 car of Trevor McCoy. And sitting in the third row outside is going to be the number 33 car of Tate Wall. As we get ready, as Joseph Grandy is going to lead them around as we get ready to go green flag racing. Who do you guys think is going to win it? Let me know in the chat, and we'll get ready and bring them around green flag. Hello Michael, hello Rusty, welcome to the chat, welcome to the third party gaming stream. We do, like I said, host iRacing sessions as well as Rocket League tournaments, CSGO tournaments, and pretty much everything in between as we get ready to go green flag racing. Like I said, the number 518 car here, Joseph Grandy, is going to lead him around as we're green flag. Then modifieds are going to catch the pace car. Pace car better get off the track because Joseph Grandy's going to lead him around the outside. We're 3 wide going out of turn 2. Number 51 car, Jacob Lassiter, is going to be in the middle of that. He's trying to go as fast as he can. He's got to run on the inside of the 518, but it's not going to matter. 518 is going to lead lap number 1. It's pretty much 2 by 1 by 2 at this point. Jacob Lassiter and Joseph Grandy are doing everything they can to fight for that first place position. Matt Fletchell is sitting comfortably in third, hoping them two can get into each other and maybe he can take advantage of an opportunity. But Matt Fletchell's going for second right now over Jacob Lassiter. Jacob Lassiter gets loose. There might have been a little contact there as Matt Fletchell's going to take second place over Jacob Lassiter. Jacob Lassiter's going to fall back and Dalton Bragg's going to take third. Go ahead and take a look of Jacob Lassiter from the cockpit of his car right now as he tries to make up a little bit of ground. Got Dalton Bragg in that number 15 car in front of him. He's going to see if he can make it around him on the outside. Matt Fletchell's going to be sitting in second, as you guys can see in that number 26 car, with the 518 and Joseph Grandy still leading the race halfway through. 0.6 of a second separates first and second, and then about 0.4 to a half second from there separates everybody else. As you guys can see, Jacob Lassiter is trying to make that inside line work on Dalton Bragg right now. 3 laps to go this time by. He's doing everything he can to try to make it work. Dalton Bragg's just trying to hold third as best as he can at this point, trying to get as good as a feature spot as he can from the start. 2x2 racing. Dalton Bragg's still going to have third, 2 laps to go. And I think first and second's pretty well locked up. Joseph Grandy, I think, is going to be able to take care of business. Matt Fletchell, as long as he hits his marks, is going to be in the same way. But Dalton Bragg here and Jacob Lassiter, 1 lap to go. Jacob Lassiter is going to try to set him up. He goes high to try to gain some speed. Dalton comes up to block a little bit. Jacob Lassiter is going to go low. No, he's not. He's going to fall with Dalton Bragg in third, Jacob Lassiter fourth. Joseph Grandy will be your winner with Matt Fletchell getting second. And Trevor McCoy will round out your podium. Tate Wall will be your 6th place finisher as well. Tell you what good racing at this point. I hope we don't jinx anything, but it's been really clean, really good. No cautions yet. I guarantee that's what ruined it, but I swear I just knocked on some wood. Let's go ahead and see who is starting in our 3rd heat race. Alright, just to save me the time. Sitting in first place is going to be the number 3 car of Ty Williams. Sitting in 2nd place is going to be Grayson Young. Starting 2nd row inside is going to be Brandon Marlowe. Starting 2nd row outside will be Tayton Sander. And starting 3rd row inside will be Caden Searcy. Starting 3rd row outside is going to be Ben Flores, and that is going to round out the 6 cars starting this heat race for heat number 3 of the Third Party Gaming UNP Hustlers. As you can see, we got the number 3 car of Ty Williams leading them around right now. The number 3 cent car of Ty Williams. Sitting in 2nd place is going to be the number 68 car of Grayson Young. While we wait for him as they go 1 to green right now, just take a second to thank some of our sponsors. Of course, Third Party Gaming. Do want to thank Troy's Auto Detailing, HRI, Hearts Racing Innovations, and of course Bender Designs. Pretty much without the combined efforts of all those companies I just listed, everything we do here wouldn't be able to happen. So we appreciate everything we do and everything they do as well, and we hope to continue to have a great league race or great league year racing for everybody. But until then, we got heat race number 3 going down. Ty Williams is going to lead them in the green, and we're green flag racing. Ty Williams got a heck of a start. He's going to be able to build a nice little lead. That outside line's starting to look real good right now. Brandon Marlowe trying to make the inside line work as he goes from 3rd to 2nd. Grayson Young is going to be unfortunately not the beneficiary, but he's going to be the one that takes the bad end of that stick as he moves from 2nd to 3rd. And behind him, you got Tayton Sander and Caden Searcy battling for 4th. Almost 3 wide coming out of 2. Brandon Marlowe and Grayson Young are fighting as hard as they can for that 2nd place spot. But you got Tayton Sander trying to get his name in the hat and try to get that 2nd place spot as well. We're going to be 3 wide before it's all said and done. Ty Williams is still going to be your leader coming into 3. Ty Williams, Grayson Young, and Tayton Sander are riding that high line. Brandon Marlowe is trying to make the low line work. Tayton Sander is right on the back of Grayson Young, and Brandon Marlowe is going to see if he can take advantage. Ty Williams is just driving away as all this happens right now. Take a look at Tayton Sander right now, what he can see. Oh, he's blinking so bad we can't even stay on him. We'll go ahead and go to Brandon Marlowe. 2 laps to go this time, or 3 laps to go this time by. White flag is out right now. Brandon Marlowe sitting in second place. Grayson Young sitting on the outside line, and you got Tate Sander trying to see what he can do to throw his name in the hat. Is he going to go low or is he going to go high? Brandon goes low. Tate gets into Brandon. I don't know who got it. Grayson Young gets second. Brandon Marlowe in third. Tate Sander in fourth, and Caden Searcy will round out your top 5. Ben Flores will be your 6th place finisher for that race. What a race. What a beautiful race for that to end on. We'll go ahead and take a small break as we watch some of these cars warm up right now, and we'll get ready and go back to racing. Alright, break time is over and we are back. Today's feature lineup is ready to go. Presented as always by Third Party Gaming, Bender Designs, Troy's Auto Detailing, and HRI. Let's go ahead and go over our top 10 real quick, starting with our leader, our Heat 1 winner, the 01 car, number 07, or 01, I'm sorry, the 07 car of Stephen Gaines. Sitting in second place is going to be the Heat winner, her Heat number 2 winner, Joseph Grandy. Sitting in the second row inside is going to be Heat Race 3 winner, the 01 car. Actually, the 3 cent car. He just will not update his iRacing info, Ty Williams. Sitting in fourth place is going to be the number 13 car of Mitchell Clark. Sitting in fifth is going to be the number 26 car of Matt Fletchell. Sitting in sixth place is going to be the number 68 car, I believe that's 155 actually there, of Grayson Young. Sitting in seventh is going to be the number 99 car of Tristan Sykes. Sitting in eighth is going to be the number 15 car of Dalton Bragg. Sitting in ninth is going to be the number 37 car of Brandon Marlowe. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be the number 43 car, last week's recruitment race winner, Grady Earnman. 11th will be Jacob Lassiter, 12th Tate Sander, and on back we will see here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and get caught back up with our leader. As you can see, slowing down on the backstretch, he's getting ready to bring him around the green. Green flag racing, here we come at Cedar Lake. Green, 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 here we go. Stephen Gaines gets a heck of a jump on him. Joseph Grandy's going to follow around on the outside, and Mitchell Clark's going right behind him. Ty Williams trying to see what he can do on that inside line. If he can get around him, he can take that second place spot away from Joseph Grandy. Top four is real tight racing. We got a lot of contact in the back, and lap one's going to be led by Stephen Gaines. 2x2x2 racing as we got in our top 6, top 8, top 10 right now. As you can see, Stephen Gaines, Ty Williams, Joseph Grandy, that's going to be your top 3 right now. Let's take a look at Mitchell Clark in the cockpit and see what he can see as he tries to make that low line work. There you see is Stephen Gaines, Joseph Grandy, and Ty Williams, those cars on the outside. Let's take a look at what Joseph Grandy's got right now. As you guys can see, that track is starting to get darker and darker. The darker that track gets, the slicker it's going to get, and the more throttle control is going to be required to keep a fast line going around these tracks. And as you can really see, it's starting to separate a lot of drivers. Ty Williams a half second behind. Joseph Grandy, who we're in the cockpit with, is another half second behind. But outside of that, we're going 1, 2, 3 seconds back by the time you get to Dylan Patterson as our top 10. Let's go ahead and take a cockpit view of him right now. As you can see the spread as he's coming out of 4, leaders going into 1. Let's go ahead and get caught back up with our leader, the 07 of Stephen Gaines. I believe this is Stephen's first time ever running with 3PG. As you can see, he's trying to go 1 for 1 just like Grady Earnman did last week. Grady Earnman, last week's winner in the number 43 car. Let's go ahead and take a check on him real quick as we're 8 laps in of our 30-lap feature. As we take a roll bar cam over at Grady Earnman right now, he's sitting in the 9th place position, battling right now for 8th with Jacob Lassiter as Jacob's sitting on the inside line. In front of him, you also have that number 37 of Brandon Marlowe sitting in 7th. If he can make his way around him and start fighting for that 7th position. We do have 20 laps to go, so there's still plenty of time to make something happen. Go ahead, chat. Let me know who you guys think is going to win this race. Ty Williams is the winner. I don't know if he's going to get it. We'll have to see. He's running good. 0.2 of a second back. He's doing everything he can to try to catch Stephen Gaines. Joseph Grandy's on his bumper as well. 0.7 of a second back. And Mitchell Clark's trying to do everything he can to catch up as well. outside of Mitchell Clark. It looks like it starts to separate. We got our first yellow of the night. Who is that? That looks like, I believe that is Peyton Sander potentially involved. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened. I believe it was Peyton Sander. I'm still not exactly sure what happened because this car was kind of blinking on my screen. I don't know how it was for everybody else. It does look like Dylan Patterson and Peyton Sander end up getting into each other going into turn one from what I can see. Let me go ahead and get a better view. Yeah, it looks like two cars fighting for the highest side of the racetrack. Peyton Sander ends up getting the worst end of it. He kind of blinked into the wall, got contact into the wall, and that's what's going to cause our first caution of the night. We are 13 laps in of our 30-lap feature. We'll go ahead and wait for race control to make their calls. We get caught back up with our leaders. Go ahead and take a look at our current standings as they sit right now. Sitting in first place as it was before is going to be the 07 car of Stephen Gaines. Sitting in second place right now is going to be that 3-cent car of Ty Williams. He started in third. He's sitting in second. Your second place starter, the 518 of Joseph Grandy, is going to be sitting in that third place position. And sitting in fourth place is going to be the number 13 of Mitchell Clark. And sitting in that top 5 gatekeeping position is going to be the number 26 car of Matt Fletchell. Looks like that was Tristan Sykes, and the number 99 car is sitting in 6th. The 37 car of Brandon Marlowe is going to be sitting in that 7th place position. Grady Earnman looks like he started 10th. Last week's winner has made his way up to 8th. Sitting in 9th place is going to be Jacob Lassiter, and the 15 car of Dalton Bragg is going to round out our top 10. As we get ready to go 1 to green this time by Steven and Ty is going to get ready and line them up 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 as we get ready to go racing as they bring them down the backstretch. Base truck's about to race down the track. The modifieds are about to try to catch it as we get ready to go green flag racing, and here we go. Stephen Gaines is going to get ready to lead him in turn 1. Ty Williams is going to try to make that midline, inside midline happen, and he's opening the door for 3 wide racing. Joseph Grandy's going for that 3 wide. He's going to hit the inside. Ain't going to matter though, because Stephen Gaines is going to lead that first lap outside of the caution. Ty Williams trying to make the inside happen. He has the lead for a second, but Stephen gets right back around him. It's not enough speed. Halfway through to our 30-lap feature here at Cedar Lake. Stephen Gaines has led every lap. Ty Williams is trying to say something about that. Mitchell Clark gets around Joseph Grandy for 3rd. Joseph Grandy goes to that high line. He opens the door for Matt Fletchell. I think Matt Fletchell's going to make it happen on the low line as well. He's trying to see if he can get around him. We look at Matt Fletchell and his right rear suspension cam right now. We have GoPros hooked up everywhere on all these cars, as you can tell. And even got the roll bar and the right front suspension. As you can see, the 07 of Stephen Gaines, how far away he is from our 5th place finisher, Matt Fletchell, as we speak. Matt's sitting about a second to a second and a half behind right now as we get caught back up with our leaders. Laps to go. Top 3 or top 4s look the same. We've just changed the order a little bit. Stephen Gaines, Ty Williams, Mitchell Clark, Joseph Grandy. Ty Williams is doing everything he can. He's kept Stephen within his sights the whole time. Is he going to get around him though? Mitchell Clark is trying to see what he can do to catch up, but Joseph Grandy's not letting that spot go for nothing. We are within 10 laps to go. All starts from here, I believe, will be single file. I just want to thank everybody who stayed and watched, everybody who's still here, everybody who's liked the stream. We definitely appreciate you. Last person to join, looks like Omar Saul. Hello, and welcome to the stream. Hopefully you enjoy some good old UMP modified racing, because we got a heck of a show right now. 7 laps to go. Ty Williams and Stephen Gaines are battling for the lead here for our 4th recruitment race. We started out with about 18 to 20 cars, but only 2 of them are looking like they're going to matter at this point. You got Ty Williams and Stephen Gaines. Let's go ahead and take a look at this from Ty Williams' view. Five laps to go. Have you been looking at the counter on the right? Ty Williams has been sitting about a half second to 3/10 of a second back this whole time. Every time Steven bobbles, Ty gains, but as soon as he gains a little, Ty bobbles. It's been a back and forth battle. We're starting to get down to 2/10, 2/10, 3/10, 5/10. 3 laps to go this time by. As you can see, it looks like all the drivers are starting to spread out now. Joseph Grandy at 518 was able to take that 3rd place position back from Mitchell Clark, but I don't think anything's going to matter as we get ready to go 2 laps. We got Ty Williams sitting in that 3-6 car in 2nd place, and Stephen Gaines, he's your pole sitter. He's led every single lap, and is he going to lead the last one? That's the only one that matters. I think Stephen just opened the door. Ty's going to see if he can take it. It's the white flag. Oh, a car's outside. There's no caution. White flag's already out. He's got to get off the track. Can Ty Williams get around him? Final turn. He cannot. Stephen Gaines is 1 for 1 for 3PG. Ty Williams is going to finish in 2nd place, and Stephen Grandy in the 518 is going to be your 3rd place finisher and round out your podium. Sitting in 4th place is going to be the 13 car of Mitchell Clark, and rounding out your top 5 is going to be the number 26 car of Matt Fletchell. Brandon Marlowe got 6th, Tristan Sykes 7th, Grady Erneman 8th, Jacob Lassiter 9th, and Dalton Bragg is going to round out your top 10. And as we sit here and get paused here for just a moment, I'm going to go ahead and pull our top 3 finishers up, and we'll go ahead and have interviews here shortly. All right, everybody, we are back. Sorry for the delay. We are here for the conclusion of our fourth recruitment race for the third-party gaming hustlers division. With these, we are racing UMP modifieds this season, and let's go ahead and get started with it. Started second and finished third. It's going to be the 518 of Joseph Grandy. Joseph, first off, I was going to say I think it was your first time here last week, and other than a small incident, I mean, you were looking really good as well. Must feel really good to get a podium finally.
Yeah. Thought I was gonna get one last race, but things didn't work out that way, and got one today.
No, yeah, your car was looking really good. I think you were part of that pack. I commented at one point we had the top four. I think it was all NLRA cars, or I don't know if you were part of that or not. But you got any sponsors or anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, Catalytic Recovery, all the guys over at Inferno Racing. Who the hell's on this car? Hold on, so sorry. Mad Rabbit, D&T Designs, Elite Industries, Vertex Graphics. That's really about it.
Yeah, I'm starting to. I still have to learn all these new logos. I thought I kind of learned all the little iRacing sub businesses after running the league for the first couple seasons, and this season's come around, and I've learned about 15 different ones every time we do a race. Like for example, like I said, NLRA. I don't even know if you had it or not. I feel like every car I looked at had that logo on it.
No. I raced with those guys a lot, but not part of them.
No, you're good. But in short, that's gonna be our third place guy, Joseph Grandy. Everybody.
Thanks.
Alright, and moving to the guy who refuses to change his number on his overlay or for iRacing. So we have to look at the '01 car, Ty Williams. Ty, first question for you. When are you going to go on iRacing and go under paint and change your number?
So I actually did it tonight, but I was already registered
You
for the race because I kind of forgot. So I kept the 01. So the
for,
next time it's on stream, it'll be 3.
for anybody wondering, even though it says '01 on the standings bar, he is the 3 cent car. It is about, I don't even know how to comment on that, but you got to get that changed, buddy.
Yeah, it's
Other
definitely.
than that, hell of a race. I really thought you were going to catch Stephen Gaines there at the end. I thought you were a sprint car driver. When did you decide to drive these?
Well, last year was the first season for him, and I said, well, I might as well run it. And I finished third in the points. So I was like, well, I guess we're getting better at them, and just kept on practicing and running with the Vanderpool guys over here, and they got me hooked up. And good job to Steven and all that. Thought I had him. I was better in 3 and 4, and he just had me in 1 and 2. So it was a cat and mouse game.
I didn't know if you were going to have anything for him. It was definitely looking like just you two in them last 10 laps, but heck of a finish on there. You got any sponsors you want to thank?
Yeah, I like thank Vanderpool Construction, Fire Department, Coffee, Turn 2 Photography, Belling Race Products, TC Power Sports, 25 Enterprises, Elite Performance, William Seal Coating, and everyone at Vanderpool Racing.
Alright, everybody, and that is going to be the second place finisher, the 3C car of Ty Williams. And then finally, it looks like we have another first time winner, first race, first time winner, Stephen Gaines. Stephen, first off, I think this is the first time I've seen you here. Welcome. 1 for 1. I mean, that's a great way to start, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree with you there. Definitely, probably the best way to start off.
No, yeah, it's about the best way you can start. I remember when I was loading up the iRacing, getting the broadcast set up, I was commenting, and we noticed that we're finally getting a couple more 7Ks in here. It seemed like it was Colton Zimmer and James Murphy were the only one, but I think now in these recruitment races, we've added about 5 or 6 to you guys. Is there anybody that kind of worries you going into this, or you think you can come in and do some work pretty early?
Um,
Maybe not. I'm not saying you're going to win or anything, but you think you can be a contender early?
I think we definitely have the stuff to contend and run up front every week, but I try not to get ahead of myself and worry about it race by race because you never know what could happen. We have a bunch of fast guys in here, and things might not always turn out your way in the way you want it, but as long as we're running the top five, I consider that a win, and just looking forward to racing with some guys on our team that I don't really get to race with a lot. So I'm really excited for this, and hope it turns out the way I want it to be at the end of the season.
And I imagine it'll be a good season for you. I believe you were part of the NLRA, I think is what it was. Cars I was
Yeah,
commenting on
yeah.
earlier. Yeah, there was at one point, I don't know if you guys want to look at it on the broadcast. I think you guys had the top four, and you could see it all perfectly on a 2x2 row. It was honestly
Yeah.
kind of neat, but
Yeah, we're a pretty big team. Just a bunch of guys that love to run and have fun and want to get a little bit better on this game and the sim and learn more about racecraft and small tweaks and how to better themselves going on to the sim. And we're a complete group of guys, and uh, I think we have a total of, I want to say, about 6 or 7 right now that are gonna run the league. Possibly more if we all do end up doing the Tuesday night deal. I'll get some more in here, but
keep in mind.
we always trying to find some leagues to run
Keep your ears open
together.
on that and the Discord. Most likely, yes, but that'll be announced in the next 48 hours. But in short, yeah, I'd say you guys are doing real good. You're going 1 for 1. I won't keep you too long. You got any sponsors or anybody you'd like to thank before we take off?
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to thank NLRA, which is Nick Leonard Racing. He's one of my best friends, and he's always been there to help me and help me through learning iRacing, get me in a pro series, and put me in the places I need to be. Want to thank Fusion Setup Shop, Matthew Watts. He builds a killer set every week for late models. I'm been doing my own UMP stuff, and we're ready for a big, excited season with that. With the help of Damian Kiefer and me putting together UMP sets, and also just want to thank UDTV, Keep Speed, and all of our other guys that really help us be what we are today, and an out front running race team, and a good group of guys.
Perfect. I'd say they definitely are a good group of guys. They got you set up for sure. Like I said, 1 for 1. Hopefully, we'll see you again next week potentially. Like I said, we haven't announced it, but we're probably going to make up that second recruitment race. We've never actually canceled a race in 3PG history, so that was a weird one for us. We didn't really know how to do anything. But from there, of course, we'll get you your invite, and we will see you Wednesday for our inaugural race this season of Season 5. Congratulations, Steven. We can't wait to see you.
Thank you.
And that is going to wrap up our top 3, everybody. What's next, of course, you kind of heard us talk about it. We are most likely going to make up number 2's recruitment race. That was going to be at Knoxville, I believe. We were going to do that on Tuesday, the day before the season. I'll go ahead and get posters released for all that. And then, of course, the whole entire reason we've been racing. The season is finally starting on Wednesday, March 12th. We're going to be starting Wednesdays, of course, at 10 p.m. It is a 10-week season, 5-week regular season, and a 5-week playoff. We'll be doing our chase format with 3 rounds as always, as we always done. We are paying out the top 12 in this, so top 12 season payouts with payouts the first and second every single week as well. Open sets, of course, anywhere ranging between about 30 to 60 laps is pretty much any given race every given week. And of course, it is an invitation only setup. Like I said, we'll be back in action most likely Tuesday, March 11th. I'll have more announced on our Discord and on our website on that. And of course, the season is back in action Wednesday, March 12th. I will see everybody then.